being a parent is a much, much more comprehensive task than what people probably think. And I think that's one of the reasons why we struggle with it, because it involves more than just, having a baby and just watching it and, making sure it's fed. It's more than that, much, much more than
Right.
that. So we have to prepare. And then again, to kind of take a look at the nugget that you're showing right now, that the vector sum of focus, we have to have the ability to understand what those core values lead us to. The energy is going to naturally flow when it's connected to those core values, the courage to confront the countervailing forces of culture and things of that nature. Talent in a world of 8 billion people, you have to have some appreciable thing that separates you from the others that are out there and have access to information technology that allow them to collaborate and compete at high levels. And you have to be organized, right? And then you have to have resources. And that's not just money. That's about people, access to people like yourself who have this treasure trove of historical experience that they can bring to bear on your future. These young kids that you're going to be speaking to, and are dealing with every single day. And that's, to me, the essence of what our experience is all about, leveraging those experiences for the benefit of others.
Oh man, you're preaching to the choir. I tell people all the time that you cannot put a price tag on relationships and good relationships.
Yep.
And I preach that on a regular basis. And I always tell people you need to build your network. I met Patti LaBelle in the airport one day. And it was the funny thing is I was the only person that recognized her. She's standing right like in the middle of Tampa Airport, and everybody's just walking by with their heads down and their phones. And to me, being a military guy, head on the swivel,
right.
I go, "Hey, Patti LaBelle, can I get a picture with you?" And as soon as I took a picture with her, her publicist came over talking, and everybody starts to run over. And she goes, "Well, I'm done." And she leaves and gets on the plane. And the guy goes, "How did you recognize?" I said, "Because my head wasn't down in my phone. I was looking up. I'm a situational awareness because there's always an opportunity to network with somebody."
That's right. That's a strong lesson right there. I'm gonna take that. Like that. I like that, man. Because you don't see it. You don't recognize what you don't see. Your head's not on a swivel, man. That's good stuff right there.
Oh yeah. And so the last one is, all right, so we've watched the development of high school sports now, and with high school players now being on the cusp of being able to get NIL and being able to be paid in high school. Because Bronny James is one of the highest paid high school players in the country.
Yep.
And then Archie Manning's grandson, but he's in college now. And then when you start looking at the Twins in Miami and Dunn down in LSU, and you see these things starting to transcend, not just in college anymore. They're being attacked at the high school level if you become a 5-star athlete. How much do you think it's going to change the game? Because the problem is, I told some of the student athletes on my team, you're not the problem. You're